Today in GTD, we're going to solo Dojo Apocalypse with the cheapest loadout possible. Starting off is one of the hardest parts of this run, so to start off, you're going to go level 6, go into your settings, and then put it to 3 times speed. Then you're going to be able to place down your bonsai trees the second the round actually starts. You're going to get all 6 of them down, leaving a decent amount of distance in between the track right here, because you're going to be placing a chili pepper on this track quite soon. Upgrade your bonsai trees to level 2. I'm going to use auto upgrade here, because we're going to get them all the way up to level 3. This wave should be easy enough. You shouldn't take any damage on it unless you have some not so great bonsai tree placements. You're going to be able to take no damage here. And even if you do take a bit of damage, it should be fine. There we go, no damage as you can see. It cuts it a bit close, but it should be fine. Once you have all your bonsai trees upgraded to level 3, just turn auto upgrade off and let 2 of them hit level 4. I'm going to put it to 1x here, just to make sure I don't mess up this timing. You're going to want to get down a chili pepper that goes down the left-hand lane. And there we go. Once the chili pepper is down, turn auto upgrade on or just spam the upgrade all button on your bonsai trees. And you should take no damage on that wave too. Now that you have all your bonsai trees down, you can either get down a chili pepper or the snowmobiler that goes down exclusively the right lane. There's no reason to do it having go down both lanes. The reason you want to go down the right lane is so that way it hits these guys back here, because if you don't, they will kill you. You need to make sure you deal damage to them, otherwise, as I said, the duplication from them will end up killing you. Again, chili pepper works, so you don't need snowmobiler for this run at all. I just have it because it makes it more convenient and easy. Once you've done that, you can just set it to 3 times speed. And now that you have all your bonsai trees at level 5, get down a chili pepper that goes down the right-hand lane and upgrade it a singular time. This will clear off wave 4 and is pretty much the last hard thing you need to do for starting off this run. Now that wave 4 is cleared, you're going to notice you almost have enough money to get down a chicken coop. By the end of wave 4 and the start of wave 5, you will. The enemy will duplicate. Wait for it to duplicate and get down a chicken coop at the very back. There's a 50-50 chance it kills the enemies here. If it doesn't, don't worry. The enemies will still die once they get down to this back part. So there's nothing to worry about if you get unlucky and your chicken goes down the left lane. Once you have your chicken coop down, just auto upgrade it, and you should be good all the way up until wave 14. We're on wave 13 here. Wave 14 is coming up next. Chicken coop should be able to clear it very easily, so just get an elemental bloom down at the spawn of the left-hand side, and make sure you get it to level 4. This moth boss needs to be slowed down by the elemental bloom, and elemental bloom is currently glitched to where at level 4 it applies all the effects at once. I can actually turn up my graphics mode to show you that real quick. Again, make sure you have an level 4 elemental bloom. Your chicken coop will upgrade in the middle of this wave, and that is fine. If it does, it'll take up the money you were using for your elemental blooms, but that's alright. The chicken coop will get so much stronger, it is worth it. Level 4 elemental bloom will also give you enough damage to make sure that there is no RNG needed, and if you get terrible RNG like I just had, with multiple chickens going down the right side, you'll still be fine. It'll spawn a chicken here and make sure it kills the enemy off. Just like that. Got very close there, but that's the closest I've had it gotten. Even with terrible RNG, I was still able to live. Now that I have the level 4 chicken coop, I'm going to sell off the elemental bloom and just let it auto upgrade to level 5. Once it is level 5, then we're going to set up at the front here, but until then, just wait. Now that my chicken coop is level 5, it's only wave 18, and I'm completely set all the way up to about wave 30. So I'm just going to set up my defense right now, place 1 elemental bloom on the right side, get it to level 5, and place 2 elemental blooms on the left side, also at level 5. Now that we have the elemental blooms down, we're going to go 2 transfigurations on the right side, make sure they're both on strongest, and we're also going to go down with 2 vine hairs on the right side. You can leave their target on first, and then you're going to get 1 transfiguration on the left side, also on strongest targeting, and then 3 vine hairs on the left side. We're on wave 40 now, just to show you. You do want to move 2 transfigs over to the left side and put them on strongest. And you're also going to want to move the chicken coop from the back to the left side to play it safe here. Because as you can see, bad RNG like this can happen where you don't get as much damage as you should, because the chickens keep going down the one side. You're going to move the vine hairs over here, and you're going to move the snowmobile shoveler. Going to move the elemental blooms as well. Just make sure that the enemies are in range of your stalls at all times. And keep moving the transfigs as well. Make sure that they're always being transformed all the way up until they have hit 6 transformations. Just keep on moving everything. If you don't have snowmobile shoveler, that's okay. Just don't do the snowmobile shovers, but if you do have it, make sure you use them. It is a very solid pushback, especially for how easy it can be to get. There's 13,000 of them, and most people don't really have a value in mind for trading for them. They're quite cheap. Once the enemies are about to die, move the chicken coop back to the backside, and make sure to move everything up nice and quickly. You don't have to rush a ton, but just try to get the plants down at a reasonable pace, get the elemental blooms down, and then get the 2 transfigs done. The enemies on this side will be getting decently far because we moved the chicken coop, but it should be fine. As long as you don't get absolutely horrendous RNG, the chicken coop should still win. As you can see here, I got pretty alright RNG, and it wasn't even that close, because once the enemies get back here, they get hit by every single chicken, which pushes them back quite a bit. You can skip wave here, as this enemy is going to die off just to the elemental bloom. We're on wave 43 now. The last 5 waves are all pretty difficult, and wave 44 is no exception. So we're going to want to slow the game down here. Move the chicken coop from the back to the left-hand side. These enemies are a big problem. They all have quite a bit of HP, and will take 3 chickens to take down each, so we're actually going to use transfig ability 2 and 3 here. And then we're just going to move the transfigs over to the other side, as the bosses will be coming out on this side. So it's very important we have the transfigs preemptively set up over here. Once these enemies have all been dealt with, we're just going to move the chicken coop to the other side, the right side, and put it to 3x again. These bosses that come out on the right side move significantly slower than the ones that come out on the left side, so it should be relatively easy. Just use the transfig ability to take care of it. Just do some micro too. The boss is already down to 2 million HP from the 4 million they were at, just because of transfig being so ridiculously strong. Move a vine hair. Once again, you can use snowmobiler if you have it. Move the elemental bloom. Move the transfig if you want. Set to strongest. Move another transfig. Set to strongest. This is going to be relatively easy. The hardest wave will be wave 50, as the enemy that comes out on the left side is quite difficult to kill, and you also have to deal with an enemy on the right side. These enemies are going to die, so we're just going to move the chicken coop back to the back, and start moving all these guys back up to the front. Set the 2 transfigs on the, set 1 transfig on the right side, along with 1 elemental bloom and 2 vine hairs. And we're going to have 2 transfigs on the left side now, just until the very end of this match. As I said earlier, the left side is significantly hard to deal with. We can just 3x this enemy, as it is only a few of them. It shouldn't be too hard to deal with. You'll notice that transformations are happening here, which is significantly helpful. Move an elemental bloom, play it safe. Move a vine hair, play it safe. A lot of this run is just playing it safe on situations like this, otherwise you will die. Or otherwise you could die due to chicken RNG. It's really unfortunate that there is no way to guarantee the chicken goes down exclusively the right lane or the left lane while having it at the back. But it is still very, very strong as a new player unit without that. So they don't really need to change that in my opinion. This lane is pretty easy to deal with. All these enemies are relatively low in HP. Just snowmobiler and let the chickens do their thing. If a single chicken wants to come down this lane, that is. There we go. And this wave is about to be cleared. Nice. Wave 48 also should be relatively easy. Just make sure you pay attention. You'll notice it's only enemies on the left side. No reason to take care of these guys. Only 100,000 HP, 2 chickens per enemy. And then wave 49, it should be only enemies on the right side. But we're actually just going to wait until there's a few enemies left and then move the chicken coop to the left side. Or you can just see how many chickens you have going on the left side and just assume that that is enough. These enemies have more HP than I thought, actually. I'm going to move the chicken coop back over to the left side real quick. Oh, there's a placement cooldown on chicken coop. That's really unfortunate. I'm going to grab my elemental bloom here and move it over. And place down my chicken coop on the left side now. I'm going to use a snowmobiler here. Again, it's not needed. This is just because I made a silly mistake and did not pay attention to this. These enemies are all going to die. Now the chicken coop is going to be sold and moved to this side. I'm actually going to sell off that chicken and sell off that one too. just to delay it longer, because I want the chickens to start coming down the left side before the round even starts. Move the elemental bloom back up, and if you played that better, you'll be in a better situation here. I really messed that up there, but that should be okay. The transfig is on the right side, 2 of them on the left side, 1 on the right side. You're going to want to wait until this enemy gets transformed a bit. 1 transformation on the right side and 2 on the left side already is very good pacing. This is what we need. We need good transformations. If you have Snowmobiler, just place it down. Just wait to transform. I'm noticing the right side isn't getting nearly as many transformations left, so I'm going to move the transfig over there real quick. Move the elemental blooms down. Get down another Snowmobiler, and just move the transfig back over so we can hit that 6 transformation really quickly. Once the enemy has been transformed 6 times, you're going to want all the transformations on one singular enemy. The one that hasn't been transformed, you're going to move the vine hair on the right side down. Move the elemental bloom down, and move the transfig to this side so we can get the final transformation we need, as it's very important to do so. Oh, we actually need another transformation after this one. But you notice the enemy is down to only 1 million HP due to the transformations being ridiculously overpowered. And now that the enemy has been transformed the next amount of times, its speed has been reduced a lot, and it has taken a ridiculous amount of transformation damage. So we're just going to move all the transfer eggs to the other side now to do the same thing to the other enemy. Move the vine hairs. And this enemy is going to die quite soon, so we're going to start setting up the other side now. Move a vine hair over there. Get down another Snowmobiler. Going to move an elemental bloom over to this side now. And the chicken coop should clear it up right about now. We're going to move the chicken coop to the other side and just have the vine hair and elemental bloom finish up this enemy, along with the bonsai trees to help out a tiny bit. And that is the run. It took me 25 minutes because I had to pause to go do something in the middle of this recording, but it should only take you around 10 minutes, maybe a bit more, maybe a bit less, depending on how fast you play. This is a relatively easy run. The hardest waves by far are the starting ones, and every 5 waves with the bosses. Also, the 44 and 49, if you're not paying attention to them, can be quite tricky. But as long as you pay attention to them, you should be good. This is currently the cheapest way to solo Dojo Apocalypse. So thank you so much for watching. Please make sure to like, subscribe, and comment if you want to see me do another map below.